Hello, everyone. Welcome to Lost in the Real. This is your host, Sean, and
Your co-host Morgan.
Wonder Woman 1984 was just dropped on HBO Max to stream for free if you have the service. It is directed by Patty Jenkins once again and stars Gal Gadot, Chris Pine, Kristen Wiig, and Pedro Pascal. The film follows Diana Prince as she finds a gem that grants you wishes and the world turns to shit. That is the plot. Morgan, what did you think of Wonder Woman 1984?
I hated the writing and it, the directing, and not impressed with overall acting. It has all the same failings as the first movie, which is why I wasn't surprised that this also failed miserably as a movie. What did you think?
Obviously, to preface it, Morgan did not like the first Wonder Woman, and I was not a huge fan either. I would probably give it a 2.75 out of 5, the first one. So I came in, I was willing to give this movie a shot. I was actually pretty excited for it. And I liked the first like 20 minutes where she like saves the day at the mall, and it's kind of cheesy but fun action, and it just seemed very light. And then the movie just keeps going and going and going, and nothing really happens. And what? Like, I was at a loss for words when the movie ended, to be completely honest.
Oh no, my word was like, thank God it's over. Jesus.
Oh no.
But again, like what you said, the writing had just used entire tropes that I didn't want to see in 2020. No one should have to see these stupid tropes ever again. The ones attributed to Kristen Wiig's character. The villain was better than the first one, but that's not saying a lot because the first one also was horribly written. Um, and so that was nice. And it's just what you said. It just went on and on. The dialogue, the scenes, almost I felt like 70% of this movie could have been cut. There were so many times where I would like be like, why is this scene still happening? Why are we still getting the same shots? Why is this dialogue not going anywhere in the story development? Ugh.
Yeah, when it comes to the writing, what I was thinking is that when you are constantly wondering, is the dialogue written so cheesily because of the setting of 1984, or is it just bad writing? There's something wrong when that's what you're concentrating on the whole entire time.
Yes, and that is what I was kind of hoping for. I try to give it the benefit of the doubt by saying like, okay, it's just trying to go off the 80s campiness, but I don't think so because I felt the same way in the first one. And then, yeah,
I just think also you brought up the villain. I mean, there's basically two villains, and Pedro Pascal and Kristen Wiig, these are two actors I love first and foremost. But
yes,
we have one guy, Pedro Pascal. He's a greedy jewel salesman and his business is going under, but what is his real motivation to become this megalomaniac that wants to take over the world? Doesn't really come together. The character is not fully realized. And also with Kristen Wiig's character, you get that she's amazing in the movie. She's great, but her and Wonder Woman, they have one dinner together, and that's really their character development as a friendship. And then you're also expected to think that she hates men and she wants to like attack and kill people and whatnot because she was attacked once in a park. Like, there's not enough to understand why these characters are doing what they're doing, what their motivations are.
exactly. And I put that towards bad writing and no thought for the characters. And then Pedro did a wonderful job, I think, with trying to add to where the character through his acting, where the writing itself falls flat. And same with Kristen Wiig. I was impressed by her sad character writing, like just that trope of like, oh, I wear glasses and a long skirt, I'm not pretty, so then I turn like, I just no one should have to see that ever again. Um, so that was just embarrassing, but they both did really well in adding a little bit more depth to where the writing fell flat.
Yeah. I
Um,
do think that they both did their best with what they were given, but they
mhm.
weren't given a lot, and that's the unfortunate part. Honestly, they could have taken out Kristen Wiig's character altogether, as much as that pains me to say, and the movie wouldn't have been any different besides a 1.5 minute action scene at the very end with Kristen Wiig in bad CGI and practical cat effects. Like, what the hell was that fight scene at the end? With
What
please explain.
Sean, I love that you bring that up because I want to segue into what were all the fight scenes? Why was it a 2 hour movie, a little over, and we got like 4 fight scenes that were horribly filmed. Like it looked, the stunts, the visual effects, the overall fight scenes, which were few, looked like something out of a CW superhero show. And Patty Jenkins, you have the budget and you have the time. You do not do that. That is horrible. And it's the same as the first one. So again, wasn't surprised, but still mad that she didn't improve.
Yeah, I mean, with the first one, I was really bothered by that final act. That's why I really didn't love it. I thought it looked
Mm-hmm.
like a bad PS2 game. And with this, seriously, it did. And with this one, every single action scene, which, like you said, there are very few. This is a superhero movie. Where's the action? None of the CGI looks particularly good, and I know what they were trying to do. Did you know, actually, I'm just going to throw this in here. You know that this movie was being filmed right next door to Cats?
They're like, can we steal your cat ideas real quickly, just real quickly?
Instead of what they did in Cats with completely just doing all CGI, with Kristen Wiig's cheetah character, they actually added practical effects to her and then added CGI on top of that to try to make
Mm-hmm.
it a little bit more realistic. It still didn't work.
It still didn't work, and bad lighting. They're like,
Mm,
we actually, the practical and CGI aren't working. Let's hide her in the dark so no one notices.
I know. So, Morgan, let's try to find some kind of light at the end of the tunnel here. Is there anything that you did like about the movie?
I liked Pedro Pascal's acting and Kristen Wiig's acting towards characters that did not have anything going for them because of the writing and the directing. But other than that, no, I did not like it. Anything else?
I really like Gal Gadot as this character. I thought she was perfectly cast as Wonder Woman. But in these two films, I don't think they've done her any justice. I think that the direction and the writing, especially in this one, just doesn't do anything for her. And I want to see her be able to have a great movie that she's the star of. We haven't gotten it yet. Also, I think she has great chemistry with Chris Pine. I just think the two of them are so fun together, and he brings some much needed humor to the film, and also an emotional core that the film was severely lacking. But that's honestly really all of the good things that I can say about this movie.
I respect that. I think Chris Pine has good chemistry with anyone he works with, honestly. But I thought it was such a cop out to have him back in because I know there was no, I don't know, substance to the overall writing. They're like, okay, we'll just depend on their chemistry again to kind of make people interested in it. I didn't think it worked. I kind of wish he wasn't in it. And for Gal Gadot, I'm going to paraphrase a joke from Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt about Kate Blanchett. Is Gal Gadot, a good actress, or is she just tall and pretty? That's, I don't think she is a good actress, and I don't think that it's the failings of the writing and directing because we saw what Pedro and even Kristen could do with bad stuff given to them. I'm not impressed by her. I think she's very tall and pretty though.
I completely disagree with you on that. I think that she is a really capable actress. I think she brings a lot to the role. I just don't think she's given the right material. So, Morgan, how many fanny packs would you give Wonder Woman 1984?
I'd give it one fanny pack out of five because I liked Pedro and Kristen. Other than that, I will never watch these movies again, and I regret those 2 hours that it took for me, and I probably won't ever watch a Patty Jenkins film for a very long time.
Wow. Okay, that's really harsh. Also, it's 2.5 hours, but who's counting?
Oh, oh my
Um,
God.
I'm gonna give Wonder Woman 1984 2.25 fanny packs out of 5. Like I said, I really like Gal Gadot in this part, and I like Chris Pine. I like them together. But this movie did all the wrong things, and it was kind of a waste of 2.5 hours and a waste of the DCEU. I don't know. I still think they have a long way to go in this extended universe. Thank you so much, guys, for watching Lost in the Reel. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Please like the video if you liked it, and also comment down below. Let us know what you think of Wonder Woman 1984. Were we too harsh on it, or were we right on the Godot? Thank you so much, guys. Take care.
Thanks.